Unique Eats. I'm Ursula, also known as Ursi, and this is my kitchen. Today we are whipping up I don't want to say a healthy snack, but definitely a lighter and healthier version of a classic snack treat, maybe even sometimes breakfast. We are making protein-packed chocolate peanut butter donuts. I've taken my favorite flavor combination in the world, chocolate and peanut butter, and meshed it into a donut that I can eat without feeling super guilty about having a donut. Come check out the ingredients that I've used to lighten up this classic treat. The ingredients that you'll need for these donuts are as follows. 3/4 cup of dark chocolate protein pancake mix. I know there are a few different brands out there. You can use whichever one you like. 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, lightly packed. 1 tablespoon baking powder. 3/4 cup of unsweetened almond milk. If you prefer to use a different milk, a dairy milk, another non-dairy milk, go for it. Just keep it at that 3/4 cup. 1/2 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. 1 large egg. And then for the peanut butter part of these donuts, we're gonna have these 3 ingredients for our peanut butter glaze. 1/2 cup of powdered peanut butter. You can usually find this in most grocery stores now, but if you can't, I order mine online. 1 tablespoon of stevia, and 4 tablespoons of unsweetened almond milk. You'll also need a wire whisk, a tablespoon, a medium mixing bowl, and my personal favorite, donut pans. I have 2 here, they're just attached to one another. This recipe makes about 9 donuts. You can of course make 6 in one go and then do another batch of just 3, or you can have 2 donut pans, totally up to you. Let's get ready to combine the ingredients. In order to make these donuts, we start by first mixing our wet ingredients together. So I'm going to add my almond milk, my Greek yogurt, always sticks to the Tupperware. Ah, there it went. And my large egg. As always, be careful not to get any shells in the batter, but if you do, pick it out, and I certainly, won't tell anyone. I just did it right there. I just dropped one. It's totally out. Now you want to combine these ingredients by whisking them together well. It's probably going to look a little lumpy and maybe even a little gross at first as the Greek yogurt really starts to combine in with the milk and egg, but after just a few quick seconds, looking much better. All right, that looks just about good to me. Now I'm gonna add my dry ingredients to this bad boy. Whew, making these donuts is a real breeze. We're gonna go with our brown sugar, our baking powder, and last but certainly not least, our dark chocolate protein pancake mix. All right, ooh, I can smell the chocolatey goodness already. Now you definitely wanna mix this well. But you don't wanna over mix it and you'll get like thuds of donuts. We want like a nice airy kind of cakey donut is what you'll get out of this. And just making sure I've got everything nice and incorporated in here. Hey, all right. That was such a breeze. It's all ready to go. I'm gonna spray my donut pans very lightly with a little bit of nonstick cooking spray, and I'll meet you back right here so that we can pour the donuts in the pan and get them in the oven. All right, now I'm ready to fill my donut pans. Tip for those of you cooking along at home or those of you making this recipe a little bit later, don't overfill your donut pans. Think of it kind of like when you fill a cupcake tin. You don't fill it all the way to the top. You give about 1/3 of the space for air because they're going to grow. So these donuts are also going to grow. We put a lot of baking powder in them. They're going to be very light, fluffy, and they're going to grow. So watch, I'm just going to take a standard tablespoon from my kitchen drawer. I'm going to just pick up some of the batter and delicately spoon it in around the circle of my donut pan. It's usually like 2.5 tablespoons to fill each donut circle, but don't quote me on that. Sometimes I go back and I add just a little bit more because we want nice sized donuts. Even though we're having a guilt-free snack, still want it to be a substantial snack. All right, I'm gonna fill my next donut. Trying my best to go around and not pour directly over that little thing in the middle that makes the donut hole. Look at that. Very nice. And you don't have to worry too much about smoothing them. They get really nice and smooth in the oven. It's as simple as that. I have about 8 more donut holes to fill, so I'll check back in with you in a second. there. Our donut batter actually made 12 donuts today. I don't know, sometimes with recipe counts, I feel like on a good day you get a lot, and on a weird day you get a few less. So as you can see down here, they are ready to go into the oven. I'm just gonna tidy up my pans a little. You can see where I had some drips. I'm just gonna run a wet paper towel around those, and then into the oven they go. Bake these donuts at 350 degrees for 18 minutes. Now that our donuts are baking away in the oven, it's time to make the peanut butter glaze, because what's chocolate without peanut butter, right? We need a peanut butter glaze on top of these beautiful chocolate donuts. So in order to do that, you're going to take your half cup of powdered peanut butter and mix in a little bit of Truvia. Again, if you're not about Truvia or an artificial sweetener or natural sweetener or sugar or anything in these donuts, you can leave it out. I just think it makes the glaze a lot sweeter, and I feel like sometimes I'm looking for that even in a guilt-free treat. Then we're gonna take our 4 tablespoons of almond milk and very slowly pour it in. I'm actually just gonna pour half in right now because I can always add more later. And then using a fork, that way we break up any of the little lumps, going to mix. Now this can be a little challenging because you want your drizzle or your glaze kind of thin, but you also want it thick enough so it doesn't run off your donut. So make sure you're getting all around the outside of the Tupperware so that you're getting all that delicious peanut butter powder in. There we go. Actually, hang tight for a second. I think I need to grab a little bit more peanut butter powder. All right, I'm gonna just add a dash more of peanut butter powder. Ah, it's not coming out. I'm almost out. Okay. And back to mixing I go. Ah, it's already looking much better, much thicker. So as you see, I only ended up using 2 tablespoons of my almond milk, and that is okay. Make your peanut butter drizzle the way you like your peanut butter drizzle. This is just about done and ready to go, but we have to wait for our donuts. So once the donuts are out and cooled, I'll show you how I apply this drizzle. All right, I am so excited. My donuts baked beautifully. They baked evenly. I can see that they're nice and crispy on top without being like really crunchy, and it's got a good donut shell. Now it's time for my favorite part about making these donuts. It's time to do the peanut butter drizzle. Take a look at my setup here. I've got my donuts, which by the way are fully cooled. You cannot put peanut butter on a warm donut because it'll just melt right off and then nobody has any fun. So I have fully cooled donuts on a wire rack, and then underneath the rack, I have a paper towel. This is because I'm going to drizzle the donuts just like this, and peanut butter does kind of get everywhere. I don't want to make a big mess. I don't want to clean up a big mess. So I'm trying to eliminate the mess as much as possible. But if you don't mind wiping up the counter a little extra hard, you can forego the paper towel. So take a look at our peanut butter drizzle. It's nice. It's thick yet thin. Whee! Perfect. Drizzling consistency. Actually, I really want to do that again. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag the spoon back and forth across each donut. So I'm actually just going to take a second to spread them out a little bit more. Nice, not too much. Now I'm just going to take my spoon, get a good amount of peanut butter on it. Look at that, the full teaspoon. And watch, I'm going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Ah, it's like a really pretty zebra stripe. And I still missed the paper towel, by the way, and got it on my island. So no matter how clean you try to be, sometimes you can't avoid a mess. I'm going to do a few more for you. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I think if you say, and back and forth and back and forth, it helps you drizzle better. We do one more for you guys. And back and forth and back and forth. You can write a song. And back and forth. It's my pre-K teacher showing. All right. Look at those 3 beautifully drizzled donuts. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the 9. I'm Ursi from Ursi's Unique Eats. Thank you so much for baking with me today. I hope you enjoy your very own chocolate peanut butter glazed donut at home. If you made this recipe, let me know how it went down in the comment section. And if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Thursday. Enjoy!